Chanukah is right around the corner. And one of the big themes is the menorah, sharing the light with the world, being a light unto the nations, lighting up the world around us. And Hanukkah is a good time to remind ourselves that we have a special responsibility to our Jewish family, to our Jewish brothers and sisters. And there's an incredible story that took place in the 1920s. It was at an Aguda convention of the leading rabbis and Jewish leaders from all over the world. And the keynote speaker at this convention was the Chafetz Chaim, considered the greatest tzaddik, the most righteous person of the time. And when he got to the podium, he spoke about the importance of sharing and caring for our Jewish brothers and sisters, especially when it comes to sharing the light of the Torah, sharing the beauty of Judaism with those who may not appreciate it. And after he was done, the moderator got up and he was quick to explain, I hope you all realize that when the Chafetz Chaim suggested that we should take time out of our schedules to share Judaism, share our passion with others, he only meant the tzaddikim amongst us, the great people, heads of yeshivas, big rabbis and rebbitzins, those people who are, fully accomplished and have studied Torah for many years, they should share. But for most of us who are still on our own journeys, we should focus on our own spiritual growth and not be out there sharing with others. As this moderator was giving this disclaimer, the Chafetz Chaim came running back to the stage. And the moderator goes, I guess he wants to say something else. He says, I want to share a story with you. There was once a rabbi, he was traveling to a particular destination. And on his way, he stopped at a particular village and he was welcomed in by the villagers. And they hosted him, and one family led him to their home. And they said, what can we give you? And he asked, do you have any water? He said, well, we can't drink water here. He said, why not? So the water it's contaminated, it's smelly, it's disgusting, it's terrible. No one drinks water here. So the rabbi said, well, have you ever tried boiling the water? They're like, no, why would that help? He said, well, sometimes if you boil the water, it could destroy the negative aspects of it, and it might be drinkable afterwards. Like, we never tried. All right, let's give it a try. So it was not a quick process back then, but they got the fire going, got it boiled, and sure enough, the water was excellent. And they started sharing this with their neighbors, and they shared it with their neighbors. It was a big party. Wow, we could drink water. We could just boil it. Everyone was excited and celebrated. This rabbi became like an instant hero. If they would have had social media back then, he would have been in everyone's pictures and selfie photos and, poster photos and all the different profile pictures. And he went on his way, continued on his journey. And on his way back, he was really excited to stop in this town again. But he couldn't find it. They didn't have Waze back then or Google Maps. So he was trying to look at the stars and the sun and pinpoint his location and just couldn't find it. He stopped by a nearby village and someone came running to him and said, Rabbi. He goes, what? I'm from the village that you visited a month ago. He goes, I wanted to stop there. Well, I can't seem to find it. Where is it? He goes, Rabbi, you're not going to believe what happened. I said, what happened? Said a fire broke out in the middle of the village. So we all went running to grab barrels and pitchers and hoses, all different, methods to get water, wheelbarrows full of water. We were all running towards the fire. We had so much water. We were about to throw the water onto the fire, and then we go, we forgot to boil the water. So we went running back to our homes and we started the slow process of heating up the water. In the meantime, the entire village burned down. The Chafetz Chaim then went on to explain, if you want to drink water, then yeah, You want to make sure it tastes good. You want to purify it. But if there's a fire raging, you take any water you have and you put the fire out. So in temple times, when we were all at very high spiritual levels, so in those times, yeah, you're looking for educators, you look for the best of the best. But when there's a fire, a spiritual fire raging, where the intermarriage rate is over 50%, where assimilation is at all-time highs, where Jews are disappearing, where Jews are embarrassed of their Judaism, then we take any water that we have, we take every Jew that we have, and we share whatever knowledge we have with those around us. I am honored to be here today with inspired, passionate Jews. Each of you are people that give of your own time, sacrifice your schedule to connect, to learn, to grow. And so many of our friends and neighbors are not here and don't even know about these opportunities. So perhaps in the spirit of Chanukah, in the spirit of lighting up the world, we can think of 1, 2, maybe 8, for 8 nights, 8 friends that we can approach and invite them. Hey, there's this online session I attend with my favorite rabbi, and I really enjoy it, and thought maybe you would like it too. Maybe you want to come with me next week. Or maybe if you're going to be lighting a menorah next week, maybe you can invite your friend. Hey, I'm going to be lighting a menorah tonight. Maybe you want to come join me for that. There are so many different ways that we could share the light. But it starts with us reaching out to a friend, smiling at them, and giving them an opportunity to share in our light. Thank you for being a light for me and part of my life. Wishing you a joyous and meaningful Chanukah.